Hi, I'm Connie Burrow, Master Balletone teacher from Bradenton, Florida, and I'm here today to give you some prone work, working the abs from the prone position, also some back extension, and a little bit of hamstring and glutes. And we're going to do this as a combination, but first we're going to break it down. So the first part of this is just down on the floor, and you're going to keep your head lifted off the floor and direct your eyes forward. Now, the position of the pelvis is important because we don't want to come into an anterior tilt. We want to keep the pelvis anchored into the mat like you're scooping a marble towards your nose. Pull your belly away from the floor, just get that. Now lengthen your legs away from your center line and away from your pelvis. Keep reaching and imagine that your legs are pulling your torso up and your arms aren't doing anything. And then come back down. Now, for those of you with lower back issues or SI issues, definitely take your legs farther apart with this and try to think about keeping them in parallel rather than in turnout. The closer you get together, the more it shuts down the SI joint. So let's do that again. You're going to anchor your pelvis, lift your muscles away from the mat, and then begin to lengthen your legs. And imagine your legs pulling your torso up. Very little help from the arms, and then come right back down. Let's do that one more time. So shoulders back, elbows are high, belly away from the floor, so you're pulling your muscles away from the floor, scooping that marble forward towards your nose. Lengthen the legs, and then really reach up, using the lower back as stability and the upper back in extension. And then roll right back down. All right, next one is straight out of Pilates. It's a single leg kick, only we're going to do a little bit of a twist with this. So come up onto your elbows, elbows right underneath your shoulders, and anchor your forearms into the mat. Really press down into those forearms, and then pull your arm bones back towards your waist. Again, anchoring the pelvis, lift your abdominals away from the floor, braceleting your back, so holding that. Again, feet are slightly apart if you have an issue with your back. First part of this is you're just going to bring one leg up, heel to the seat. Now, did you lift? Did you pike up at all? You want to think about sliding that pelvis forward and squeeze and pull in without moving anything in the lower back. And release. This is a major hamstring. Again, press down through here, slowly keeping that pelvis down. So we have good sides and bad sides. This is my really bad side. And I have to really find the right muscles to pull it in, because my hip flexor wants me to pike really bad, and then lower down. I'm going to add to that. So push into the mat, arm bones back, kick, kick, flex, touch the floor, flex, flex, point, touch the floor. Okay? So it's 2 kicks with a pointed foot, and then you flex and down, touch. 2 kicks with a flex foot, point the toe and come down. Point, point, flex, down, flex, flex, point, down. Point, flex, down, flex, 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 and point down. So to add to that, we're going to take the opposite arm forward and roll down onto your chest. Reach back, pull your shoulders back, grab the ankle, and then just kick up and release it down. Again, trying to keep that pelvis on the mat. We're stretching the hip flexor and the quads, but we're also working the hamstrings and the glutes. So you're going to do that with a pointed foot, and then you're going to flex your foot and do it with a flex foot. Again, you should not feel this in your lower back at all. And one more time, and release and lengthen, and then we're going to come up, do the same thing on the other side. So really pull that in, anchoring the hip down, anchoring the thigh down, and release. And then we'll go into the double kicks. So it's kick, kick, down, kick, kick, down. And trying to stay on that same line with your heel. And now we're going to add, so it's point, point, flex, tap, flex, flex, point, tap. Point, point, flex, tap, flex, flex, point, tap. Point, point, flex, tap. Last one, point, and down. And then stretch your right arm long, coming onto the right side. Reach back, grab the ankle with a pointed foot, anchor the pelvis, lift the abs off the floor into your back, and then just kick up. Again, you should not feel this in your lower back. It should be all in the glutes and the hamstrings. Do that 3 times. And then flex your foot and lift it up in a flexed position. And reach, and then down, release down, and bring your hands back here. So the second part of this is just to give them a little bit of a child's pose and let them stretch all that back out. And there you go. Thank you.